Hello everyone, welcome to the Blues Talk Daily. Blue Awakening, the arrival of Garnacho and Sané. The summer of 2025 was unlike any other for Chelsea Football Club. After seasons of transition and heartbreak, the club's new ownership was ready to make a statement. Todd Boehly had already reshaped the structure behind the scenes, and now he wanted stars that could light up Stamford Bridge. The ambition was clear. Return Chelsea to the summit of English and European football. The first rumblings came from Manchester. Alejandro Garnacho, Manchester United's dazzling Argentine winger, had grown frustrated. Though loved by the fans, he found his minutes limited under Erik ten Hag's strict tactical regime. Garnacho was a wild soul, electric on the pitch, fearless and unpredictable. United tried to convince him to stay with promises of increased responsibility, but the lure of a starring role at Chelsea and a lucrative 5-year deal proved too strong. Simultaneously, whispers began to circulate from Munich. Leroy Sané, the German winger who had lit up both the Bundesliga and the Premier League in his earlier years with Manchester City, was seeking a return to England. His time at Bayern had been productive but inconsistent. With Thomas Tuchel's departure and a new manager in place, Sané saw his influence wane. Chelsea moved quickly, recognizing that his experience and flair could complement their young squad perfectly. The double signing was confirmed within days of each other. Alejandro Garnacho, 85 millones de libras esterlinas. Leroy Sané, 48 million pounds. The headlines blazed. Chelsea's new wings take flight. Mauricio Pochettino, now entering his second season, couldn't hide his excitement. With Garnacho and Sané, we gain not just talent, but personality, pace, and creativity. They are fearless. Preseason in the US was a spectacle. Garnacho stole the show against Inter Miami with a blistering solo goal, while Sané dazzled with 2 assists and a curling effort into the top corner against Club America. The chemistry between the two grew quickly. Garnacho's raw energy blended with Sané's polished precision. Pochettino worked tirelessly behind the scenes, developing a system that gave both freedom to roam and cut inside, allowing Reece James and Ben Chilwell to stretch wide. The Premier League opener against Arsenal was the true test. In front of a roaring Stamford Bridge, Chelsea unleashed their new era. The match was end-to-end, with Odegaard and Havertz testing Chelsea's midfield early. But in the 32nd minute, Garnacho pounced on a loose ball, drove past 2 defenders, and squared it for Sané, who buried it. The celebration was iconic, Sané pointing to Garnacho, who thumped his chest and pointed to the fans. That match ended 2-1 to Chelsea, with Sané assisting Garnacho for the winner. The pair were the talk of England by the following morning. But things weren't always smooth. By October, Garnacho had gone 4 games without a goal and was visibly frustrated. Critics questioned his decision-making, and rumors began surfacing about dressing room unrest. Pochettino responded publicly, backing his young star and reminding fans that even Messi and Ronaldo had to learn patience. Sané, the older statesman, took Garnacho under his wing. In an emotional interview, he said, "Alejandro reminds me of myself when I was 19. So much energy, so much ambition. I'm here to help him channel it." That mentorship bore fruit. In a dramatic Champions League group stage match against Napoli, Garnacho scored twice, one a thunderous strike from 25 yards, the other a delicate chip, while Sané ran the show from the right wing. Chelsea won 4-2, topping the group. By January, Chelsea were firmly in the title race. Sané had already racked up 10 assists and 7 goals, while Garnacho had scored 11 times in all competitions. Fans started comparing them to the days of Robin and Duff, Hazard and Willian. Off the pitch, their bond deepened. Garnacho, known for his rebellious streak, began to mature under Sané's influence. The Argentine even credited Sané during an interview. "He's like a big brother. He doesn't tell me what I want to hear. He tells me what I need to hear." Chelsea reached the Carabao Cup final in February, facing Manchester City. The narrative wrote itself. Sané against his former club, Garnacho against Chelsea's fierce rivals in light blue. It was a tense, tactical affair. In the 89th minute, with the score tied 1-1, Sané whipped in a corner. Garnacho rose above Ruben Dias and nodded home. Chelsea lifted their first trophy of the season, and the pair were hailed as heroes. As spring arrived, Chelsea were chasing a treble. Their form was frightening, their style electric. The Garnacho-Sané axis had not only delivered goals and assists, it had resurrected belief in the Chelsea faithful. The final weeks of the season saw Chelsea lift the FA Cup and push Manchester City to the final day in the Premier League, finishing just 2 points behind. Though they fell short of the league title,